No, I know that you've done some readings for my family.
Right.
But no, I'm not 100% sure.
That's fine. I give you what I get, basically. And I don't know what I'm going to get or who I'm going to get, but I give you what I get from Spirit. And then I do 3 cards for you. And I send you the cards in the order that I've read them through your inbox, so you've got copies as well.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Do you have a little energy in Spirit?
What do you mean, a little energy?
A little one?
Yeah.
Little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, if I go quiet, you have to bear with me. It's because I'm trying to get this energy closer. And sometimes with children, we know what children are like. They can, even though they are spirit children, their energies run everywhere. It's like, come here. So I have to just bear with me while I get them closer. Right. I feel as though this little girl, when she was born, there was something not right, which obviously we know she's in spirit, right? But I feel as though there was something not right with her. And she's also making me feel that you've questioned yourself a lot about this.
Yeah.
If there was something more you could have done, if there was something more you could have seen or realised, or them kind of things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Because there was nothing anybody could do. It was, as unfortunate as the situation is and as harrowing as it is, unfortunately sometimes, darling, it's destined that way. Okay? So I have to give that to you. It's like you're carrying a burden of guilt that you don't need to be carrying.
Right.
Okay. Now, this little girl is with another female in spirit. There's quite a few of them, but I don't know who they all are because they've decided that they aren't all stepping forward. They're just letting you know that they're there. So it's basically family that you've lost that are in spirit, okay? But there's a female that's up there that's looking after her. And I feel as though female who's looking after her is grandmother on your mum's side.
What, like my mum or my
No,
nana?
like your mum or nana's. It's either your mum's grandma or your nana's mum.
Right.
It's like that generation. It's like that's who's looking after her. Because I feel as though she's looking after her well. Okay? And I also have to say, Mrs., that she's quite proud of you because didn't you do something that was absolutely death-defying and frightening and everything, and you did it to raise money, and she, all I can tell you is she jumped with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I done a skydive.
Oh, well, there you go. I've done one of them as well, and I thought I was going to die. But she jumped with you.
Yeah,
so
I done it on a birthday.
She came with you. She was very proud of that. Very proud of that. And she also likes the fact as well that she's talked about. Like, you still talk about her and she's part of it, even though she's in spirit. It's like she feels like, you know, one of them people, and they're like, it's like proudness that she's still talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see her like I'm looking at you, but I can feel the energy. I'm trying to, if I can get her closer, I could possibly see her. And if I do, I will let you know what she looks like. But at the minute, I can't see her enough to give you any kind of...
Yeah.
Right. Now, does this little one in spirit have a sister on earth plane?
Yeah.
Did sister come after she was born?
Yeah.
Because I feel as though she's given me this little one that's come to you with a rainbow, and that to me is a rainbow baby, a baby that's born after a loss.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's acknowledging this little girl. Now, I don't know if this is a name or if it's something you just call her, but do you understand why I have to associate her with Angel?
That's the name.
Right, because I feel as though I need to associate that name with her. All right? She's drawing me to an ornament I've got down there, and it's an angel with wings holding a baby. And I keep looking at it, and every time I was trying to get a name, I was like that, trying to... So that's why I associated it with her. And I also feel as though you've become friends with people after this little one's gone, and you've done a lot for other people. But she's making me aware that there's somebody in your circle of, let's just say, mums in your situation that you've become quite close to.
Come quite what, sorry?
You've become quite close to. It's like a friendship's been built through tragedy.
Yeah.
And she's acknowledging this as well. Right. Does she have a headstone?
No.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm asking her why she's giving me. It's like I've got like, it's like something engraved, and she's given me it to give to you. So I don't know whether you've spoke about getting something for her or...
Yeah, I want to get a plaque for her and put it in the cemetery. They've got like a baby wall.
Yeah. I feel as though
I
she's... Yeah.
Keep meaning to do that, but I don't know what I want to put on. I'm not really good with my words, so I don't really know what to put on.
From one bereaved mother to another, right? Get a piece of paper and a pen and just write from your heart. That's all you can do.
Can't always. I just get a block.
Yeah, you've got a block, which is understandable. Understandable. It will come to you though. But she's giving you this, so she's encouraging you to do this. Okay? Now, I also feel anger from you, which, that's normal. It's normal. But it's like this anger that you've had has eaten away at you that much, you don't know how to get back onto some kind of normality path. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it is normal, but it's horrendous. I know that. I know that. Right. Now what you giving me? Now what you giving me? Did she take a blanket with her?
Yeah.
Because she's got a blanket. She's like, her energies, and I can see that there's a blanket. And she's got this blanket. And it's like a comfort. You know when kids hold them, and they might have had them from birth, but then they get to like 5 or 6 or something, and they're still, when they're feeling a bit like, and they can't get their own way, they have this blanket, don't they? And that's what she's doing with it. It's like she's holding this blanket. So she's got a blanket with her. She's still got the blanket. I will apologise now if you can hear that barking next door. We get this all the time, 24 hours a day. And it's
I can't really, but my dog's snoring next to me, so...
I'd rather have a snorer than that. That's just horrendous. It's barking, and then one of them feels like it sounds like it's been killed. Right. What are you giving me now? What are you giving me? She says she's left you a present, and you should have found it. Bear with me. What should Mummy have found? I need you to put it in my hand so I can see. No, it's not a game, chicken. You don't put it behind your back. She's left you a flower. And she says she's left you a flower in a place you wouldn't normally see a flower. Right? So if you don't understand what that means now, we've got the recording. You can always listen back to it. Look out for a flower that isn't in a place it should be. because she's leaving you a flower.
Right.
And it's like her little thing for you. She's leaving you a flower, she says. And she says on Mother's Day, she actually touched you on Mother's Day and you suspected you'd felt something. Now, the thing is, if you've got, which is normal, darling, if you've got the emotion still as raw as it was on the day the little girl went up there, sometimes we don't realise it, that they've touched us, okay? But she said on Mother's Day she came to you and she touched you and you actually wondered what it was and you actually looked.
Right.
So I don't know if you remember, but she did. And the thing is,
Tell her do it next Mother's Day and I'll watch out for it.
The thing is, with little ones, right, when they say something like that and you get that vibe from them, you know they've done that. Because it's like with any child, if a child tells you, I haven't done that, and they haven't genuinely done it, and you say, well, I know you have, and they're adamant, I haven't done it, I have, that's what it's like. So you know that child has done this.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. And I also know that one of your children has a teddy, and they've had this teddy from, I'm going to say, from being little, baby's little, and she likes this teddy, so there's sometimes she will move this teddy. Right? I don't know if you've noticed it's been moved or not, but she will move this teddy because she likes this teddy. All right? Right. And she says, thank you, because you always buy her something at Christmas.
Yeah.
You always buy her something.
Last year I made like a wreath, so I like to get something and put it in a cabinet or put it somewhere.
Yeah. To her, you've got something for her, and that's doesn't matter if you've bought it, made it, found it, or whatever. You're acknowledging that little girl and you're including her, and she's thanking you for that, because you're still, and for the rest of your life you will remember her. I promise you will. But it does get easier.
Yeah.
It does get easier. Right. Do you have... She's giving me, and I don't know why she's doing this, but I feel as though, do you have some kind of necklace associated to this little girl?
Probably in a memory box.
Because she's drawn me to a necklace. Now, you don't have one on and I don't have one on, but she's drawn me to a necklace. Now, I know sometimes when we lose precious people and animals, we might have their ashes put in jewellery. But this feels a bit different. So I didn't know whether it was one of them things where you kept half and she kept half, or there was something to do with a necklace. She's definitely given me a necklace that's precious to you.
No, I do have a tattoo and it's got rashes in it.
Right.
But no, I didn't want jewellery because with the rashes in it, because in case we ever lost it or it got damaged, but very, very unlikely I'm going to lose my arm.
That's fine. She's drawn me to a necklace that she's attracted to, that you've got, that when you have it or something, it's connected with her. So I don't know if it's something that reminds you of her. I don't know. But I have to give you that because she's given it to me, okay? Right. She also, there's a picture of her in your home somewhere. And she moves the picture. But the feeling I'm getting is she's moving the picture inside the frame.
Right.
So it's tilted slightly, and I think she's playing a game. Because if you're anything like me, because I feel you are in a way, if you see a picture in a frame in your house and the picture's not straight, that's going to pay you off all day. So you've got to take the frame off to put the picture straight to put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what she's doing. So she's doing little things in your house to try and get attention. And I know that one of your children can see her. They can they can sense her, and they know that there's somebody around. And to them, it's normal. It's normal, and they feel her energy. I'll tell you something, if she'd have lived and she'd have been here, she'd have been a water baby. She loves water. She loves baths. When it's bath time, she loves it when people splash in a bath. But she loves being near water.
She's not like me, then I don't like water.
She loves the water. Like, you know when you go to the seaside and you watch the waves and things like that? She likes things like that. She loves water. She's very much a water baby. So unfortunately, darling, that part of her is not like you then. But she does like water. She does. Right. I feel as though as well that there's a male. There's a male around you that you're a bit up and down with him.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this male is connected to this little one. I don't know. But I do feel as though there's a male around you that you're up and down with, and you've got a lot of questions going around in your head about this.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I don't know what it is. I can't predict anything. But what I do know is that don't let other people influence any decision you make. But make sure you make the decision that you're getting the gut feeling from and not the one that your head's telling you to.
Right.
Okay? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what I've picked up. So I have to give you it. Right. Oh. It's going to be weird for me because I'm doing what's known as a spiritual shutdown. So I'm stopping this. I'm stopped doing it. And it's going to be...
I've seen your post.
It's going to be so quiet. It's going to be like, oh my God, where's my company gone? I probably will come back later on, but I need time away.
Yeah. I can imagine it being quite draining.
Yeah. And I've got my own stuff going on in my personal life as well. And obviously, you yourself know, you're a mum yourself. Your kids come first, and it doesn't matter how old they get, your kids come first and your family and stuff. So, right, I'm just getting these cards out ready because I've got this little energy who's still rambling, and I don't know what she's talking about now. And I'm trying to get her closer so I can work it out. Right. Do you have a son?
No.
Have you got a little boy that's in your family that's close to you?
Probably my nephew.
She's drawn me to a little boy that's close to you. Could be your nephew, but she's drawn me to this little boy because she sees him as well. She visits him as well. So I don't know.
All I can think of is my nephew.
Could be. I don't know, but that's what she's given me, so I have to give it to you. I can hear your dog and I'm trying not to laugh.
I'd move, but he'll just wake up and follow me.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely, that's made my day, that. It really has. It's just like this dog's so chilled, it's snoring. I love it. Right. Now, when little one passed over, I know she's got a blanket with her, but she's making me feel as though she's got like a letter or something in her hand. Now, I don't know if you put a letter in. I don't know if you put like a photograph or something in, because I can only make out the shape of what could be.
Yeah.
And she's holding it, and she's still got that as well, I have to tell you. She says she's still got that. All right? But she's also making me feel I need to tell you to stop apologising for what happened. Because you, in your mind, you apologised for what happened, and it was nothing, it wasn't your fault. But I, again, away from a reading, I understand where that side comes in. So,
Yeah.
but I have to give you what she gives me. That's all it is. Right. I also need to encourage you as well to keep doing what you're doing with this, the raising money and the raising awareness and everything, because I do feel as though you've found yourself a new focus. This is like a positive out of a negative for you. And I need to keep telling you to keep going with it. I don't know if you've doubted what you're doing, but I feel as though you doubt yourself as a person, as everything. You doubt yourself. And with what you've been through, everybody, you know, it's going to be like you're doubting yourself, aren't you? Because you're just not 100%. But I feel as though to keep pushing you on this. Because I feel as though there's another door going to open for you involving this. Okay?
Right.
That's fine. I'm going to get her to choose 3 cards now because her energy is just like, she's wanting to like chase me cat and everything, and I'm like, no. Honestly, I've had it before where I've had spirit children through, and I can be sat here and all of a sudden I'll see my cat fly across towards the front door and there's energy chasing it. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. 1, 2. Right, I need 1 more from you. I'd love to know what your dog's dreaming about.
It's a Frenchie, so because they've got the squashed faces. But because I'm used to it now, I don't always hear it.
Yeah.
It's only when like I'm talking to somebody else or I'm on the phone that I really
that you actually hear it. Right, your first card, Angel of Challenges. You are going to have challenges coming up, but you're going to have challenges because you are going to be challenging yourself for a while with how you're feeling and stuff, which is normal. But I feel as though you're going to come up against challenges with people around you. It's like there's somebody around you who, the only way I can describe it is, when this tragedy happened, I feel as though there were certain people came out the woodwork and just wanted to be involved and wanted to have their opinion on it. And I feel it's like you're going to start realising that these people aren't all the same. And you're going to start cutting people out. And you're going to start realising who's genuine and who's not. And to you, it's a challenge because it's like you don't want to push people away, but you want to get rid of people for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I also feel that there's going to be a challenge where it comes to a relationship. Now, I don't know if it's a male-female relationship. I don't know if it's a work or whatever. But I do feel a challenge coming forward with some kind of relationship. Again, be aware of that and be prepared for it. You will get through this. But again, you can only do it. It's only you that can do it. All right? Your next card, Angel of Learning. Now, I do feel as though you are going to learn more, but you're going to learn about yourself more because this has changed you, which it's going to. Obviously, it's going to. But you're also going to learn things about yourself that you didn't realise. And you're going to, I feel as though with this situation with Little One in Spirit, I feel as though you're going to learn things to do with losing a child and different experiences from different people and different people's perspectives on it. And I feel as though you're going to take a positive out of this and possibly take it further than, I mean, I don't know what I know you've raised money, so I don't know anything else, but I feel I can see it's like there's groups and conferences and things, and I do feel as though you are going to be part of a big setup for the north of England. And I really do feel that, and I feel you're going to learn about this, and you're going to learn all the way, and it's going to make you basically proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Your last card is Angel of Determination. This card comes into play after the challenges, because you're going to realise you are a determined person and you are determined enough to kick ass if needed. This has knocked you. What's happened? It's knocked you. But I also feel as though that there's people about you know it's knocked you. But these people can also know, I feel as though there's certain people know how to play on your heartstrings and to take advantage of your vulnerability at times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. And I feel as though the determination card's coming because you're going to stand tall. You're going to stand tall and you're going to be determined to push forward with the learning card, moving forward with the groups and the conferences and everything like that. But I also feel you're going to be determined in your own life because you're not going to take any more shit. Excuse my French, I do apologise. Shouldn't swear really. But I do feel as though you're going to be a person who's going to stand there and say, right, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to have my life for me. And that's what I've got from these cards. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine as long as it made sense. I'm just going to stop the recording.